Oh, yes.
What's going on? We're back in here with another episode of the 4 Podcast. And we are joined here by, I don't know.
Faux black gentleman, black excellence.
Nobody said that. So
I was like, what happened was that first, like, when you jumped into her, my ears were kind of ringing. I was like,
I was also taking that.
I was like,
Adam speaking up. I was like, oh wow.
I was like, damn, my nigga was
Not
like,
you
fuck.
said Adam speaking up.
You just gonna let your daddy tell you what to do.
Wait.
You just gonna let
So,
your daddy tell you what you gonna do.
So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that's
six.
TJ.
Right?
That's TJ with the shots, and that boy Jerdo with the serenade of the day. But you know, it's your boy Jacoby Watson, aka your friendly neighborhood Snorlax, back in the field once again.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
No,
God.
I ain't gonna cat. I like the way just your friendly neighborhood Snorlax. What's
I
up?
rock with that.
I ain't even
It's
doing
your
too
boy
much.
DJ ASAP Jubilant. I gotta go with the OG triple OG one in the cut like Neosporin. You feel me? Had to get back to my roots.
You said that already.
I know. Shut up. Anywho, yeah. So I'm out here, gang.
Gang, you out here. I hope you out here to where you got some stories to tell us today. Because today we're telling more stories
Another
for
story
you guys.
time.
Part 2.
On God.
Y'all mess with that transition. Y'all like
Indeed,
that?
I did like that. I did.
I'll try.
Put it back.
What is he doing?
You're not rocking with.
Why?
You got a chest.
My bad.
Why? What are
You
you?
look like the type of wear V-necks.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on, right. Don't hate.
Sometimes I ain't gonna
I
lie.
don't like V-necks.
Why you wearing a
I don't
V-neck?
hate.
Because it was a clean shirt.
It'd be like that.
Okay.
It'd be like that. I don't hate V-necks, so I don't be.
I'm cool.
Sometimes they just be like they be coming clutch every now and then.
I see.
Yeah, that's hot. Yeah,
That's hot.
Shikamaru, you already know.
But anywho, yes, we will be
Y'all see the
The bowl of topics to go to.
The
Yes.
bowl of Tsushima. My bad.
I'm so done with y'all. Okay.
I'm so
Alright, I guess we all got our little head ass moment. That's fine. So yeah, so you already know if you saw the last episode, if you didn't, we're gonna pretty much explain. It's very simple. We have a list of topics that we have written in this pieces of papers in this bowl, and we will draw one by one, and we will pretty much tell a story based on that topic that was being drawn. So yeah, so it could be from wild to fun to happy to sad, whatever. Y'all, all right, bro.
Why you have to be grab photo? I'm bad.
I'm mad because like, all I know is Tim is talking.
We're gonna do one at a time on this one, or we'll just pull out one and then just everybody just go around because
I say, can we spin the little temperature yard? Because that'll help decide.
Spin it.
Like spinning the bowl.
I know.
Spin. Hold on. I gotta ask. Did y'all ever do that back then?
What,
Like
spin the
spin the bottle?
We did, but it was never on no freaky deaky
It
stuff.
was weed. That was something I always saw on TV.
Yeah.
And just thought like, oh, maybe one day in high school.
It was truth or dare, but wasn't nobody
happened.
actually like kissing nobody because that's weird.
It ain't never happened.
Yeah, I ain't never done that before.
I mean, I have it at like the age of like 12 and shit, but it wasn't nothing like hot or nothing. Because like it never landed on me.
It was like 7 minutes in the closet. Oh,
Not 7 minutes in heaven.
You sound a little disappointed that you didn't get picked.
See, like it was always in a situation to where it was like a group of girls and a group of guys, but like the girls already knew who they liked and the guys already knew they liked them. So it was like spin the bottle. All right, I'm like
I used to say, dang, I'm just kind of here, huh?
Oh my God.
And that's Buns
Why
Mahoney.
am I wasting my time?
Literally.
Well, anywho, let's not waste no more time because we already been doing that. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with this fun segment. So I will draw first and see what we got here.
You got it, King.
And
What you get, King?
based on what I pulled, and y'all also welcome to add in on this if if there's something you have a story as well. Because we'll just do it that way.
I'm gonna probably have a story about everything because y'all know.
Well, that's
like,
cool.
wow.
Adam's already getting his. Dang,
Oh, no, I was
bro.
just-
Baldies up.
I did.
I was gonna say maybe not do that. It's
Fold it.
Oh,
I did. I had to, bro. Just so couldn't nobody.
a simple one fold would suffice.
All right,
Hey.
first pick is job story. So any experience, wild, sad, happy, mad about you being employed at
I got
a
a
job. Go
So
ahead.
boom, where I currently work at the garages downtown, there's some DC. There was this one day where a customer came to my office and said, "Hey, there was a homeless man in the stairwell." I was like, "All right, well, let me go do my job and tell him he got a stairwell." So I went up there nicely. I was very nice to the man. I was like, "Hey, you can't be in here, you know that, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." Waited for a little bit. He said, all right, I'm gonna leave. You got something for my butt. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I walked away. Went back to the office. Came back. He shitted on the stairs and laid there.
Terrible.
And
Ah,
long
so
story short,
nasty.
They called the ambulance to come get him, and
Not
he
the
just left
Amber
it there.
Lamb.
And guess what? I had to clean it.
Ah,
I didn't.
Oh,
Anyway.
I was about to say, I ain't.
You gotta get the power washer.
Now I watched my coworker do it as I was helping him.
Quote unquote.
'Cause I wasn't
Okay.
gonna clean that shit.
Nah, I'm not cleaning
Dude.
no grown ass nigga.
Maybe. Anyway, anybody else have it?
All right, I see some
I was
Well-
You wanna go? You drew it. I got plenty of work stories.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one because I got some Metro PCS stories and I
Trapping
got
ball,
some.
making plays.
I know
got some
and,
of them too.
and I got Amazon stories of course because I work at Design. So all y'all that be ordering all them unnecessary like y'all know y'all don't even be needing half the time.
I had a couple Amazon stories
Bro,
too.
I don't know. I just be like I guess, but I knew a guy that used to finesse AirPods from Amazon.
That's hot.
really.
What? Hold on.
How did he go about
Wait.
it?
So,
Yeah.
so I remember there'd be days where like this day. Well, there's times when people finessing all kinds of stuff. When I first got there, people was telling me they was finessing like Xboxes and stuff. I don't know how.
How?
I mean, he got caught, but you know, it took a while. But I was like, dang. But nah. So, this guy I know, he would go through the trucks. And at the job, you have to unload the trucks, and it's like this conveyor belt.
Sir.
And you throw the packages onto the belt and send it up. It's
That's the best
very
job to
simple.
do here, bro.
What this guy would do particularly is on certain packages. You ever notice the battery lithium labels
Yeah.
on them?
Yeah.
Okay, so he would look for the small ones. Normally, the small ones, and if it have that, it's normally something with electronic something because it has like that type of battery label.
Right.
So what he would do is he would take the box and like throw it on the ground and like kind of fake look like it busted open. Because we have rips and stuff as retainers. If we had a
Yeah,
damaged
that's right.
package, we would move it out and put it on like a side damaged section where
Right.
there's somebody else to get it. He would have the idea of like talking about, oh, the box fell. And it's and just stomp
What?
like stomp on there, bro.
Damn.
Like that, bro. Like I'm like, oh, you wow. And literally, you will like look through the seat, look what's in there, and then you know, stick your fingers and yeah.
Wow.
Only reason I know because he hit me up and was like, hey fam, I got some AirPods for $100. This is like right when AirPods was just getting really popular and it was like the trend, like you saw it in all the memes. And I'm like, you got AirPods for $100. What you boosting?
Oh, God.
That's boosting
Yeah.
prices. Like any, you know, like where you getting this from, bro? He's like, don't worry about all that. Just know.
My bad.
do you want them or not? And I'm like, no, I don't trust myself with AirPods enough because I'm probably gonna lose them and I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
And eventually, after he quit, he told me, and I was just like, I see,
That's what
Yo.
she was doing.
you're a wild man. You know that?
Yeah.
And yeah. So he was, you know, finessing for a little bit. I was like, yeah, you keep that over there because I ain't in that. So.
Facts.
Oh.
Facts. Okay.
What was it? You got your story ready? Nah.
I mean, I got plenty of
Don't
stories.
think your packages are safe just because you order stuff. I'm just
That's
gonna
awesome.
off with that. Moral of the story: don't think your package is always gonna be safe. But it's Amazon; they could just replace it with no problem. So,
Facts.
you know, if you got a problem,
You
just
wanna go
report it.
check
Oh, my fault. I got another petty thing too.
Okay.
I knew another person who used to switch the labels on packages.
Oh.
So like, let's say let's say you ordered a P5,
Okay.
and then someone else ordered a coffee maker. This person would be so bored, they would take off your shipment label and then put it on a coffee maker, and then take the coffee maker label off and put it on a P5.
Petty.
Wow.
And
That's
send it
what-
up.
that's so.
I didn't order this PlayStation 5.
Talking about
What that
shit. They gonna come out. Did you receive a incorrect package? No, I don't know what you're talking about. But then I really think deeper on it. I'm like, yo, whoever ordered a coffee maker probably mad because who's ordering a coffee maker? Older people. They don't want no
I don't want no
P5.
damn PlayStation
They don't want no
But
PlayStation.
that's some real.
I don't
That's
even know
real.
how this contraption works.
Right, like what? Is this where you pour the coffee? Like the coffee come out right here?
My man was really just choosing to get.
Yeah,
to
that's
create
Putting
chaos.
coffee in it.
See?
Yeah, that's just the lighter half of like the story. There's stuff that I don't even know that happens, but yeah, that's just like some of the
That's
like the
wild.
random that I've heard while I've been there. So
That's
Facts.
wild.
Facts.
What you gonna say before I cut? Who was gonna say something before I
I was
cut?
like, all right, so boom. Let me tell y'all about the time I used to work for a cocaine mule. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it. So,
Hold on.
so okay, I got y'all. I got y'all.
Wait.
So, boom.
So this is what you've been doing in the field.
Don't do that. No.
He said, I've been giving niggas book of sugar.
No. So boom. This was back when
Oh man.
This was probably back about like 2019. This is when I was still working at Noodles, but I had been left Panera. Left Panera. So I remember one day after like I think it was I was on break at work. I was me and Montez was at work.
Yeah.
So he was just like, cause he was like, hey, I'm about to go to TJ Maxx on break. You trying to roll? You trying to stop with me? I'm just like, shit. I got like an hour before I have to clock in, so fuck it. Why not? So we go to TJ Maxx. We end up seeing one of our old coworkers from Panera. Her name was Mackenzie. We were just like, oh,
dang, drop the John, why don't you?
No, she cool. But she was she cool. She cool. So we was just like, hey, what's up? Hey, Montez, what's up? Like, hey, what's up? How you been? I've been seeing you in a while since like Panera and shit. She was like,
got 3 names
she was like,
on file.
She was like, She was like,
and
So she was like, hey, did you hear about the manager our old manager? Because we didn't know that she had left Panera, but we never knew why. You know what I'm saying? We never knew why. So she was like, no, what happened? So she proceeds to tell me the story. So one of the biggest things that we had at Panera, one of the biggest issue was our safe was always short, but we never figured out why. We could never figure out why. And this is the time when I was doing manager stuff without even having to be a manager. I was just there. I ain't tripping. I was trying to get that bag. But so come to find out, our old store manager, we found out she was the one stealing money from the safe. Now I never knew why, but she was like, oh yeah, it's because she used to sell cocaine, and I was like, what? And then I'm like, she was like, no, think about it. Go back and really think about it. So when I really went back, you think of the evidence, think about it. So one, our manager, she was super skinny. Like we would tell her to eat so many times because like she'd be going days without eating food and shit, and she would just be like naturally exhausted. She was like super skinny. She like was pale in the face. And we're like, yo, you need to get some sleep and you need to get some food. She's like, no, I'll be fine. Give me a couple energy drinks, smoke a cig, and she's like, I'll be cool today. I'm just like,
cancer?
Yeah, I don't know how she.
No.
So come to find out, she had been stealing from the drawers, but she would only take just enough to where it wouldn't offset anything, so no one wouldn't notice until like way later down the line. So eventually, her GM found out, her boss found out. So she came to her and she was like, hey, look, we figured that we think you're the one stealing money from the drawer, and just like she was like, look, be honest with us. If you're telling us that you're stealing from the drawer, we won't fire you, but we will demote you down to assistant manager and shit like that. And
wow,
I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, why would y'all keep her in the company? So she was like, okay, yeah, I was the one stealing from the safes and shit. She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do. So her boss was like, all right, look, we understand. Well, she was like, look, while we don't appreciate what you've been doing, at least you've been honest with us. So I'm gonna ask you to leave for the rest of the day, and then you just come back next week and we'll talk about it. She was like, okay, before I leave, can I just go smoke a cigarette real quick and get my shit together? They were like, yeah. So this is the fun that she did. Come to find out, when she said that, because I don't know why they didn't think to go in the office with her. She went in the office to get her stuff. Apparently, she opened the safe again, grabbed like 3 racks worth, and then got in her car and just dipped up off the property.
What?
So basically, her bosses and shit had to call the police like, all right, this is the situation. We need y'all to go find her. Police ended up raiding her house. They found like $10K worth of cash stashed in her house, along with like 2 pounds worth of coke.
Oh my god!
She was out there like
and and I was just like, how the do you find this shit? Like, how you find this out? Like, who told you? And she was like, oh, someone so told me. And I was like, I'm like, really? Because I was friends with who told her. So I went to him and I'm like, bro, please tell me. Please, for the love of God, tell me that this shit that I just heard is not true. He's just like, oh yeah, it's true. Oh, it's true. And you're like, I'm like, wow. So I'm just like, and then that's when I'm like, wow, it makes sense because she was always super skinny. I'm like, I mean, she was just always strong out then. That makes sense.
Probably.
But yeah, so from last time I heard, she was in jail. I'm not sure. She's probably still there. I don't know.
That's
But yeah,
that's why.
But yeah, so
And
basically,
stealing from your
yeah, so
job.
like apparently, because like what happened was like, so she was like, she would be bagging it up and she would be like just getting it to the main dealers who would then distribute it to their customers.
Oh, she was like up there.
Yeah, she was up there. So I'm just like,
Really, I'm the plug.
I was just like, damn, how did you manage that in being a restaurant manager for like?
Gotta have a good job to cover up.
That's also very true. But yeah, don't trust everybody you work with.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
Don't eat at Noodles and Company.
No, this is Panera Bread, not Noodles and
Oh,
Company. This is
don't eat at Panera.
Panera hot though. It
Okay.
just costs
It
too
is.
much.
It's mid. But
Watch out,
anyway.
chill.
Okay, so
You got something?
yes.
All right.
So I worked at McDonald's or McBody's
McBode.
for about 5 years. You know, I'd seen quite a few wild stuff. I heard about somebody getting head on the clock by the dumpster.
Oh wow. I heard about that in the Amazon parking lots before.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen quite a few fights.
Now,
You
that is
had
something I have not
managers
seen yet.
effing coworkers, which is cool with the coworker's daughter because they all worked. Oh yeah, oh it was wild. But probably the most wicked thing, and I just told my dad this. See, I see these 3 dots, right? No? Okay, hold on. Let me bring them. Y'all see these 3 red dots, right? Okay.
3 red dots.
So
You got to talk in the mic now.
You gotta talk to Mike now.
You better start drawing.
Man,
look, because y'all really gotta realize this.
So boom, 3 dots.
I was wondering why you was drawing circles.
Yeah.
So it is my crew trainer,
Okay.
my manager,
Okay.
and then we gonna say that this is the stepdad, right?
All right. And for those
That
of you,
also
and for
works
those of
for
you,
No,
and for
no.
those,
Oh.
and for those of you at home, you can go ahead and draw 3 circles on your paper and then label them each as the respective names that he's just given.
Yes. So
Give
the
them homework.
crew trainer and the manager lived together because they were stepsisters, right?
Okay.
The stepdad was at home doing whatever he was doing. So one day, you know, I'm fresh in my McBody's career, you feel me? One day I noticed my crew trainer just stopped showing up, right? So I'm like, dang, I wonder what happened. The next day, the manager stopped showing up. Okay, whatever. I ain't think too much of it. 2 years down the line, the manager come back and start working at McBody's again. So I'm like, yo, whatever happened to your sister? She said, oh, we kicked her out because she was fucking my dad. I said, what?
Ooh.
What?
Ew.
What?
Okay. Wait.
What?
Okay. So.
What? And before
So-
you ask, yes, they were.
Oh, of course.
All right.
I was like,
The stepdad was fucking.
the stepdaughter. Yes.
Ooh,
It was on some real Pornhub shit.
That's.
I was like,
It's not okay.
it was not okay.
Don't
Mind you,
I
he
don't
was like
that.
60.
So.
She was like 19.
So wait, they
He's
kicked.
probably giving her that
So wait,
bankroll.
they kicked her out, but he was still there.
Yeah, it was his house. And the manager ended up moving out because it was apparently too much foolishness going on.
I mean,
yeah,
Nah, I would too.
Yeah, if you-
I would.
if you-
After hearing that,
If your,
I'm
your father is
I'm
fucking,
out.
if your father is fucking your stepsister, then that's obviously
Right.
Wait a second. So
Niggas like, oh wait, no man,
See,
yeah.
you see, that's why I drew the dots.
no, I'm saying so that just means
So
the mom was in the house too, right?
That's a good question. I don't know.
So
Plot twist,
okay.
I don't even think that they were actually married. I think she was just calling him the stepdad because they had been around. Maybe it was the girlfriend, maybe not, but I think the mom had left. And apparently they was
He was beating
her duties down. So yeah.
All
Needless to
right.
say, that's probably
I see y'all two have some problems. Hold on.
probably the 4th wildest thing I've ever seen.
All right, Malik. That was
Yeah, that's some real interesting.
Welcome. You know
Welcome
what?
to McDonald's.
I think that might have to be my next story time.
Literally, welcome to
yeah.
McDonald's.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Yeah, Malik,
I guess you could say
Yeah,
her,
Malik, next time you do this, bro, I think.
I guess you could say that the stepdaughter was really loving it.
Stop! Stop!
Hey,
I'm
we
so
stop
mad at you.
on right
No.
now. Because there's too much hate assery going on.
Stop.
Right now,
Shut
bro.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I'm so mad at that, yo.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
I'm mad because I heard it in my head. Like,
With the McDonald's cup right there.
She's loving it.
Oh yeah, sponsored by.
Sponsored by McDonald's.
Put a cup up. You the McDonald's employee. Put a cup up there. Let them know.
I've been working McDonald's and McBonus
Man,
over
alright.
years.
So,
What you get, kid?
Oh
I
man.
got club/bar moment. Woo! Man.
Woo back, baby.
Woo back.
House party
Baby.
moment.
I mean, anything party, club, like club, bar, party related, pretty much.
Sheesh. It's
Ooh.
so
Who
many
wanna go
stories.
first? Who wanna go first?
Shit.
I'm trying to think.
Let me hold on.
I
Damn.
got why y'all think of one. So
Go ahead.
Go ahead, King.
circa 2015
Alright, 'cause I already know what you about to say.
16,
20. It's like early 2016. If you talking about what I'm thinking, you talking
there
about.
was a party in
Avondale
no,
or Clifton.
on Corey Street.
Yep.
In Clifton.
Yep.
Oh, he's
I know
like,
There was a
exactly
house
what it
party.
is. Hmm?
So, house party, everybody chilling,
get
Yeah,
money.
money.
Everything was
Get
going
money.
cool. And out the corner of my eye, I peeped a little situation happening. Niggas sense to start tingling when you sense
Oh,
something
God.
in the party.
Oh, I know this one.
I sensed a little
I know
commotion.
exactly
I
what
looked
it was.
over, and it was a guy and a female arguing. I'm thinking, okay, whatever. He probably fucked up or something, whatever. Next thing I know, he cocks back and punches her in her face in the party.
Tragic.
This resulted in, I guess, niggas who were with her or something pulling out a tool.
Ah, I see. The
The tool came out, and as soon as I seen that tool, I began to proceed towards the window.
As you
For
should.
those who don't know what he's talking about, a tool is a reference to a gun.
The blicky.
The ham.
And not only did he pull it out, he dropped it. And it shot. It shot when he dropped it. So I hopped out the window.
How you
Number
drop
one
it?
rule of owning
That
a
is
gun.
not gangster.
Number
listen.
one rule of
That is
owning
not
it.
gangster.
Bruh, number one rule of owning a gun, don't drop it.
That is not gangster.
So because of that, I
I'm
jumped
so
out the
weak.
window and proceeded to run away.
As you should.
Did it hurt when you jumped out the window? Was it like an
Fuck
action
no.
movie scene? It was like the class movie. It was like slow motion, like. And he like, I'm sorry. I'm
So-
doing too much.
Yeah.
Someone else had already opened the window.
Oh, clutch.
So I,
That
but
is-
yeah.
You know what's funny? The one time niggas that was with me was being cheap and didn't have money actually just saved my life because we didn't even get to get in because we didn't have $5 to get in.
I was with you in that group.
You was with
Yep,
me.
because we.
Oh, was it?
Because
Y'all
we
didn't
were
go
about to
in.
we were about to go to that party, but there was like 5. And I was like, shit, he got it. So
They definitely wasn't charging.
They wasn't charging.
You said the niggas at the door who were charging wasn't even the party people? There
Ah,
was
we
niggas
see-
standing there
see,
charging people
that's
$5.
the, and that's
I'm
the
with
thing.
that, though.
That's the thing. We ain't know that. So
That's
I ain't know that. I just kept it pushing, and they told him, and plus they ain't even had no money, so I'm like, you know what, bro, it ain't meant to be. So
literally,
You know what?
literally.
Now I got my story.
go ahead.
So, this is the story about the first time I ever went to Chattanooga, Tennessee. So,
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. I got family down there. What up, family?
Yes.
So, it is circa August of 2017. Your boy had just crossed. So we had a retreat down in Chattanooga. So we go down there. We stay with one of the noobs. And he's like, yeah, bro, we got this little party going on at the alumni house. Come through. Da-da-da-da-da. We like, all right, bet. So they had this drink called Blood. And I was like,
Interesting.
right, you feel me? This is mad peculiar. Let me see some. This stuff go crazy. So I had about 2 cups of that, you feel me? So I'm in the party vibing, you know what I mean? Before I know it, it's punching like Mike Tyson in the 4th round. So I'm like, wow, this is going crazy. Out of nowhere, all I hear is, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? This is, again, it's 2017, so this is right before it started
Really
blowing up
crazy.
everywhere. So I was like, I'm taking this back to NKU, you feel me? As I'm going through the party, I'm noticing my phone keep opening because I'm getting all these numbers and whatnot. I'm like, damn, I'm really bagging hoes right now. Oh my God, this is crazy. Like, and then I was like, yo, I got these white sweatpants on. Where this random red stain come from? I ended up dropping some fucking, some juice on there.
Oh, I thought you about to say something.
Nah,
I thought somebody threw it back on you on that time of the month.
No. That's real gross. At least I hope that ain't what happened. I'm pretty sure it was juice.
You better know.
I watched.
That drink got you thinking different.
Yeah, but the reason I brought the story up that Adam said is because me, my roommate Blake, and the rest of the noobs, you feel me, is this white, these people coming in, bruh say, hey, how much it is to get into the party? Some random dude said $10. Bruh started getting in his pocket. I ain't never seen Blake Ham move so fast a day in my life. He pulled out the $10. He said, thank you. All right, so we came up $10 off a white dude for a party, and we didn't even. You feel me? I was like, cool, that's dinner money tonight. But yeah, needless to say, that party was turned, and I lost my keys that night. So,
All right. That's quite interesting.
It was dumb random.
Hella peculiar.
Hella peculiar. It was a fight that broke out in the party too.
Of course.
Random choice that you chose were white sweatpants.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
Look, bro.
I wasn't thinking too deep, man.
I really wasn't, and I had brought in like clothes to sleep in. I didn't expect us to go out, so I was like, I have sweatpants and I have dress clothes. So which one am I gonna wear to the party? I'm wearing sweatpants. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I wore these fucking shoes too.
I respect that.
All right, well, I'm gonna tell y'all about the time where a homie of ours got super throwed and was just through. It was just through. So I don't even remember what year this was. It wasn't too long ago though. It was about at least 2 years maybe. I don't know. I remember it was random house party, kicking it. I'm drinking jungle juice. You know what I'm saying? We lit. It's lit. You feels me? Definitely walking around the party, seeing some things that was kind of odd. I'm like, all right, you know, random folks doing stuff. I get to like. You've been to a party. It's like always that one section where like all the drugs be happening. Like this is the drug section.
The drug
like
corner.
Everybody bringing whatever they got and they doing it. And I'm just like, all right. And I remember I was just chilling because that's where the couch was at, unfortunately. So I'm like, okay, I want to sit down. I want to sit on something comfortable. So I'm sitting and I see this dude just pull out these random pills and he chopping it up, getting all the powder. Bro, literally get everything powdered up. I'm like, is he about to do coke right in front of me? What is he doing? I'm not 100% sure. And I was like, somebody had asked him, and it's like, yeah, bro, we're about to do this Adderall, bro. And I was like, Adderall? I'm like, when you it's just a pill. You just pop the Addy. Nah, bro, they literally grinded it into powder and snorted that right in front of me, bro. I ain't never stopped drinking so fast that night. Hey, I ain't know, man, because I like to still be aware of what I'm doing if I'm out.
Real quick.
I ain't so up. I definitely was like, yeah, I think I'm done drinking tonight. Because I think one of my biggest fears of just being out is definitely just getting slipped something. Because that does happen.
That shit do happen.
And you do have to be aware of your surroundings and who you're around with, especially when you got a cup. You know, if I got a cup and I put it down and I don't remember what cup it is, I ain't picking it back up.
Don't pick it up.
It ain't even worth it, bro.
Really
it ain't even worth it. So
that's a big party foul.
Big party foul. But I don't want to hold my drink out. I'm barely paying attention and somebody just walk by and swoop.
Literally. It can happen so fast.
It can happen so fast you won't even see it. So I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. I'm chilling. My other homie on the other hand, he lit. He drinking Jack, tequila, jungle juice, smoked, had an edible. I'm like, hey, yo, buddy, you might want to slow down there, bucko. He's like, nah, man, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. I'm good. That's what they all say. I'm like, all right, minding my business. And yes, that's
I knew it.
So I'm minding my business. And as I'm sitting there, he's like, yo, I'm not really feeling this edible. I think I'm going to eat another brownie. And I'm like,
no.
I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. He's like, nah, man, I'll be straight. I'm like, fam, I'm telling you now, for those that have ate an edible, you know how the effects, how long it takes for it to kick in.
Stuck.
And once you're here, you there. So I'm like, Buck, I don't think that's a good idea, but he want to do what he want to do. So he went on ahead and did it. Me and my other homie, we chilling. We like, all right, we end up losing this, man. I'm like, yo, where did this go? We walking around the whole party looking for this man, talking about where did our bro go? I'm looking around the house party, the front, outside. I know going outside back, they got like this whole little camp bonfire thing going on. Like, it's like the fire stuff is going on behind the house. And then I look to my left, and my dude is literally laid out on the side of the house, just on the ground, just on the grass, just laying on the ground. I'm like, oh no, this is what you're not supposed to be doing. I was just more mad at the fact, like, the white folk, pretty much, they didn't even care. They was just like, oh, bro, he's fine. We do this regularly. Just You know, we lay him up on the side. He'll be all right. I'm like, nah, bro. We gotta get him up out of here. So we try to get him up. I'm like, all right, bro. I can't have you out here sitting on the ground outside. We take him out front. It was a shorty in there that he was trying to get at, and earlier, and he's through at this point. So she's like, oh, you doing okay? And he's all, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And then 2 seconds later, just throws up pretty much right in front of her. I'm just like, jeez. I'm like, yeah, he's through. And he's just like, bro, I need my keys, bro. I need my keys. I'm like, I'm not letting you drive, bro. It's not an option. It's slow. And he lost his keys. We didn't know where he put them at. I'm like, did you check all your pockets in your fanny pocket? Like, did you check all? Because, you know, that's the thing now. And literally couldn't find it. And more of the story, we ended up having to leave him at the party. Luckily, we knew the guy that owned the house. So, because we ain't really know do. I'm not letting him drive. If I don't got the keys to his house, I can't take him to his house. So, I'm just like, hey, yo, G, is it cool if he just stay here and just sober up? And then, like, yeah, he could just leave in the morning. And he was like, yeah, it's cool for y'all. If it was anybody else, it's fuck him. I was like, dang, all right, we appreciate it. And yeah, we pretty much had to leave him there because, yeah, it was.
Good Lord.
More of the story, don't do too much drugs. Don't do drugs, guys.
Please don't.
Just don't.
The Ford does not condone drug
Bless
use.
his heart.
It just,
Not condone drugs.
Bless his heart. No, we do not.
it just doesn't end out well. It don't end out well.
Cool.
All right. So boom. Time for my story. This wasn't even like a wow. It wasn't even like a wow story.
It doesn't have to
But
be
it was
wild.
wild for me because this is like the most. This is the most out of experience thing that I've ever out of body.
Out of body.
And not even out of body, but just like this is like something that I normally wouldn't do that I did. So boom. Jacob got drunk on a Monday.
All right.
That's turn.
Yeah, that's turn, right?
That's
So,
turn.
so
That's
where was I? I was down at what is that place? What is that bar called? Right there next to City Bird.
On 36 Chambers.
Yeah, 36 Chambers.
Yeah, I mean,
So we was there because they was having that. This is when they were still having those events on Monday. I can't think of what it's called. But basically, it would be like almost like not an open mic night, but basically they would have different artists come down and perform.
Yeah.
And, you know, shit like that. So I remember this one night. I go down there because I had got invited, and I was just like, all right, oh, cool. So I get down there. I see my friends. We link up. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's up? First thing they did is like, hey, you want a drink? Hell yeah, a free drink. Let's do it.
Right.
That's one drink down. That's one drink down. This other dude came up that I had knew from working at Staples. He was like, hey, yo, bro, what's up? How you been? Da-da-da. So we get to talking. Boom, he buys me a drink. So that's 2 free drinks down. I said, fuck it. I'm going to buy another drink. Because, like, I hadn't spent no money yet. So I'm like,
Right.
let me get a drink. Spent $5 on a drink, down that. So the night goes along. You know, artists are performing, you know, seeing some dope performances, young niggas, you know, chilling. It gets to a point where, like, the third act, there was a situation where the song that they wanted to perform, the song itself wasn't playing. So he was just like, you know what? We about to freestyle. We about to freestyle. So they started freestyling, and it got to a point like after everybody went, they was like, if anybody else want to do this, come grab the mic. Now, Liquid Courage is like, hey yo, Jacob, you got this shit, nigga.
Literally got
You
it.
got this shit. So I was just like, fuck it. All I remember is like, I went up there, I grabbed the mic, and I turned around, and I literally just started freestyling. Just like for like at least like the next 45 seconds.
Hey, if y'all don't know, bro, Jacob got bars, bro.
For the next 45 seconds, I was just freestyling, and I was like, yo, it was just like, because like I said, that was an out of body experience, and it's funny because I think right after I had performed, because like this is when this shit started, like they were like, oh yeah, we got the shit working again. So after I did it, they was just like, you know, I went back. My friends was like, oh shit, that was dope. You know, that was awesome. Like I was like, yeah, but I was also like, yo, I felt like I was ready to throw the fuck up. I was ready. I thought I was gonna throw the fuck up.
Jacob
So I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's funny because literally 10 minutes after I had got done, they had both pulled up. And it's
That's hot.
and it was funny because like literally after I was like, I think like maybe like another 20 minutes went past. I literally left as I'm walking to my car. Literally as soon as I opened the door, all on the ground. I'm just like
Tragic.
This ain't getting your car.
It did. I had not opened the door yet,
That
so
was smart.
thankfully
That was
it
good.
didn't.
That was
Thankfully it
good.
did. But that was I was like just like an out of body experience. I was like, oh, that was hot. But at the same time, that whole 45 seconds, my heart was just like,
It was like, big fella.
calm down.
Man.
But it was dope.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. All right, Jordo, what did you draw? What do you have?
I got childhood moments.
Oh, we're taking it back.
Oh God.
So off the top, y'all remember when y'all asked the spin the bottle question? So this was one of those times. Like it wasn't like we weren't playing spin the bottle, but it was
Right.
like one of those situations where it was like the guys and the girls and stuff.
Right.
So we were in my friend's basement. I was again like 13 at this time. So we chilling in the basement and everything cool. And this girl came over. I like this girl, and the other girl who came, who ironically is my cousin now by marriage. But besides that,
I was
So I
about
gotta
to
throw
be
that
like,
in there.
wait, what?
and my friend liked her. So they came over, whatever. We was trying to, spit game that we didn't have.
Right.
But eventually we got to the nasty conversations you get to. And basically, the girl I liked was like, I bet you won't pull out your hand.
Oh! Everybody else has a story like
How
that.
old were you at
I was
this
like
point?
13. She was like 14.
I see.
And I'm like,
Who won?
I would say, oh, who I want? I was like, but just let me go to the bathroom real quick. So, no cap.
Oh man.
No cap. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm just like,
Damn,
my nigga, get up. This is the time for you to be up right now. And he was not fucking with me.
He's like, no.
So I'm just chilling. I'm like, come on. I was in there for like 5 minutes and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do it. Whatever. He ain't cooperating with me, so I'm not even about to embarrass myself. So I was like, nah, never mind. So I sat down and she was like, oh, you scared? I'm like, I'm not scared, but he not cooperating. So I'm not gonna do that. And then, so we all sitting down, we chilling. Next thing I know, she gets up, walk over to me, I'm sitting down. She stomps me in my penis area.
Ow, God.
When I say the pain and the hate that coursed through my heart at that second, my nigga, because it was so random, I didn't say nothing to her. It wasn't like she was mad. She literally just...
I'm gonna kick him in the
She's
nuts.
talking
I know, we
God.
sitting
Stop
there
it,
talking
nigga,
about
nuts.
it. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Ugh.
All right. Adam
So-
getting kicked in the dick.
yeah.
Literally.
that was a terrible experience, and I hope she fall down a flight of stairs to this day.
So
Valid.
have you seen or interacted with this girl at all about ever since then, or ever heard anything?
I seen her one random time,
Yeah.
like at like a store or
You
something.
throw a rock at her,
Nah,
a brick.
I was just praying
Your
for her
fist?
downfall
Okay.
inside my head.
You should
Yeah.
apologize.
Stupid bitch.
Oh God, I'm
That's-
like, why
that's-
would you do that?
That's so scary.
That's unfortunate. I'm
That's
sorry.
hilarious.
Did you really
man.
want to see him that much?
Apparently she did. I guess it don't matter now though.
It don't.
I mean, was you going through puberty at that time?
Yeah, but like I see, like I was willing to do it if he just would have got up.
Yeah.
I was
My
like,
man-
I'm feeling myself.
My man's pulled out the pants flats. I'm like, all right, fam, buddy, it's the time to
I was
shine,
like,
man.
come on,
man.
get up. Come on. And it didn't work.
Do it.
Damn.
So,
bro,
to
come
this
on,
day,
cuz.
I doubt she watching this, but hope you fall down a flight of stairs, break your ankles.
Moral of the story: save yourself an embarrassment and watch out from getting kicked in the dick.
Apparently
Yeah.
so. It's been a lot of different morals today. to
Yeah.
say.
It has been a lot of different worlds.
This
Moral of the story: don't trust these hoes.
That also could be a story. That's also gonna be a moral.
Oh, that could definitely be a
All
story.
right,
Don't get me
um,
started. All right. I got a story.
I was like, go ahead.
So, Pops.
Dad, stop watching right now.
No, cause I did two goofy things
AKA.
that my father did not approve of. One resulted in a furious ass whooping. The other one just resulted in pure judgment from my
just
father.
disappointment.
Yeah. So, which one would y'all want first?
I mean, was the ass whooping that bad?
Oh, it was
Just-
so lame.
But
Oh, and then I don't know. I want to hear shame, but what did you do to get your ass beat?
All right, cool, bet. So, it is probably circa 2002-ish.
Ooh.
Okay,
we
you
going
feel
back.
me?
Low.
So, as again, I am a little child, you know what I'm saying? My pop's always been a like technology type of person, so he bought a new fatback TV, you feel me?
Oh, the
Big
fatback.
screen, you
Oh,
feel
yes.
me? So we moving into the basement, it's me and my older cousins. If I was like 6, they had to be like 17, 18 at the time. So they moving, you feel me? We We pushing it. We put it in the spot. All right, bet. Cool. My cousins left. I'm in the basement by myself. I'm like, dang. We gotta let people know that this TV is ours. So, I took a sharp object. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember going to the corner and trying to spell my name in the TV to let people know.
Now, please.
Nigga.
Please tell me.
Like you carved your name on the side or on the screen?
On the screen. like this.
Oh my God.
I don't know if my dad gonna remember this story, but I do. Cause
Wait.
They always say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like a father who just brought a brand new TV. Bruh,
For the man cave.
for the man cave.
For the Sunday football game.
First,
Now they gotta see this big ass L on the screen.
In the screen in the corner, just like this, in the bottom right corner. I remember.
Alright, so first things first.
Do y'all still have this TV?
We don't.
Damn.
Did y'all keep the TV?
He kept it. He spent the money. He kept it.
How old were you at the time?
I was like 6.
Okay, that explains a lot. Cause I was like, why you gonna carve your name onto the screen part of the TV? Like,
I was 6.
not
bro.
the base of the
Did it
TV.
mess up the TV screen?
It just had a fat ass scratch in the bottom right corner. So every time he would turn it on, it would just be there, and I'd be like, that's crazy.
It's kind of hard not to see it.
You feel me? So there was that. That was the time. Oh yeah, he ferociously whooped my ass that day, boy. That was
I would
tragic.
too.
And it didn't help that my cousin was like, oh,
Yeah, you gotta hype it up
That
too,
used to
right
be the
there.
worst. Was
Bruh,
like, oh,
but they was like,
oh,
hey, because I remember they looked at you and said, I ain't telling Uncle Benny because I didn't do it. So I was
That's what
like,
I would have been on. I
I was like, hey, Dad, I wrote the name in the TV. Talking about, so what you talking about? Look. Oh my God, he was furious. So that was the time. That was one of the many times he ferociously whooped my ass. Now the time he stared at me in disappointment, I was probably about 4 or 5. Now,
Hey, what you doing at 4 or 5?
Right, what the hell?
let me explain. So it's probably like 8 p.m. on a Wednesday or something, right? I walk downstairs. I'm like, yo, I'm thirsty. But I'm not tall enough to get the water or the juice out the fridge. So I'm like, damn, where can I get some water from? I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Don't tell me you drank the toilet water.
Bro, you said I tried to turn the sink faucet on, right? The faucet wouldn't work because we had some water in it. I was like, dang, that's crazy.
No.
It's this toilet right here. But here's look. So here's what's crazy. Here's where the disappointment came in. Here's where the disappointment came in. He caught me doing it one day.
You kept doing it.
One day.
Wait, look.
This ain't the first time.
He said, how long you been doing this, Malik? I said, like, 2 weeks.
God.
He was like, you know what? Go upstairs. I was like, what I do? I mean, it's clean. It's wild. Like, it ain't no pin there. He's like, go upstairs right now. I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
I feel like every kid, everyone has like that one just stupid ass
Right.
bathroom like type
Yeah.
of.
My dad ferocious. I got several, but my dad definitely judged me off of that one.
My goofy ass had ate the the Clorox beach powder. You know, like the bleach powder.
Sprinkle.
Yeah, you said my goofy ass ate some of that as a kid.
What's
Yeah, I'm talking about. I don't know what the shit is, but I don't know.
Tastes good.
I was in the hospital. It was not. It wasn't fun. Yeah, I was like 4. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, and then I got sent to the hospital. I was like, I learned not to fuck with that no more. I probably would have motherfuckers probably one of them kids that ate them Tide Pods thinking it's candy.
Shake my head.
That
Y'all
really
wild.
was a thing.
Y'all wild.
Yeah.
Y'all wild.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
up the towel rack.
So my childhood moment is actually a little bit more time. I got 2 of them. It was really some dumb shit. So the first time, so you know how your parents always told you never play with your food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. So
you thought they was like toys?
no. So I think I was like 4 or 5. I was.
Y'all notice a common theme here?
I was.
You don't know what you're doing at 4 or 5.
Yeah, you really don't. You really don't. So I don't know. I think I was eating McDonald's at the time. Sponsor once again. McDonald's, sponsor. But I was eating McDonald's one time, and I was curious. I was like, I thought to myself, like, I wonder how, like, because I was like, I remember scratching my ear, and I was just like, I wonder how far, like, like how like deep is my ear? You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So my dumb self, I'm gonna take a French fry and I'm gonna try and stick it in my ear. There wasn't something at the time. This is when I remember I was like, okay, pretty, okay, oh, look at that, it's pretty far. Cause like I got all the way to like the back of my eardrum. And I'm like, oh, I see, I can't go any further. So I'm trying to take it out. As soon as I start to pull on it, the bitch broke in half.
Oh my god!
The bitch broke in half. So now I got a fucking half a potato in my fucking ear. I'm going to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I need help. I'm like, well, she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I got a French fry in my ear. She's like, how the I was like, how? So I was like,
As a parent, I'd be mad.
I was like, I don't know. I was on some dumb shit, bro. So I'm saying like help me. I'm like, come on, like help me get the shit out. So I'm like, nah, I ain't saying shit. But I'm like, so like we ain't got no tweezers or nothing. Literally nothing in the house was small.
How'd you get it out?
Oh, we had to go to the hospital that night. We had to go because we legitimately had nothing in our house that was small enough that would be able to grab the fry and just pull it out. So I went to the hospital to get a fry.
Jacob's gonna be half death if they ain't do that.
Oh God!
All that McDonald's salt on that fry. All that salt in his ear.
If that fry was still in there, it probably would still look like it just came out the fryer.
No. It was, bro.
Moral of the story.
We do a lot of dumb things at the age of 5 or 6.
If y'all got 4 or 5 year olds around, make sure you observing them.
Please observe them because they will.
Yeah,
they will do some dumb shit like that.
Just be mindful of that.
Or the time I broke the glass table, but I didn't get hurt.
Broke a glass table.
Yeah, so we had this big. So we had it wasn't a big table, but it was like this little. It was like a coffee table type situation. But so like the base of it was made out of like wood, but the top part was it was a glass top part. So my mom always said, "Hey, if you stand on that, be careful because you can fall, break it, and
stand on it."
Yeah, I was small enough because I think this was when I was like 5 or 6. I was so small enough to where I thought like, oh, I could stand on the table and it'd be cool. So listen, I was bored in the house. All right, I'm in the house bored. Leave me alone. So I'm literally like, I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna stand on top of it. So I'm standing. Next thing you know, I heard something like, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Literally, not even 5 seconds later, boom! I'm on the floor, sitting on top of just a whole bunch of shattered glass.
Tragic.
And I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, Mom. She was looking. I know she had heard that. I'm like, there ain't no way she had heard it. I'm like, Mom. I go upstairs and she sleeps. So I'm like, okay. Clean up the glass. But I'm like, damn, I can't. I was like, I cleaned up the glass, but I left the table there because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do with this table. Like, what the fuck? So, Dad get home and he like, who the fuck broke the table? And I'm like, I'm sitting here trying
it's always the worst when you break something as a kid.
You don't want to say it, but I'm like,
It wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't me.
All right, I'm not gonna say it wasn't me, but I'm also not gonna say that it was me either. So he was like, how did you do this? And I was like, standing on the table. Yeah, standing on the table. The one thing we told your ass not to do. And I was like,
that's the person being a parent. You just make your kids look stupid all the time.
But blessingly enough, I didn't get cut or anything.
That's good.
We're good. But yeah, especially boys, for those who have children, kids do dumb shit.
That's the moral of the story.
That's a part of life and growing up. Just do dumb shit.
Just learn, man.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of morals we learned here today, but I hope y'all enjoyed that episode.
Indeed.
Before.
Enjoy all of our different stories throughout life that we've gone through and experienced.
I know. So we'll definitely do another one because I actually enjoy doing some of these. It's kind of funny.
Most definitely.
Y'all got some wild ones. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially with stepfather and
that was
McLovin and whatnot.
The McLovers.
The McLovers.
We had quite a few stories like that. We had a manager who
save it for next time. Because you gotta get started. But if you like that episode, please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know one of your favorite stories, or if you have something similar, let us know in the comments below. Other than that, the 4 signing out for Black Kings.
Yes, indeed.
We out.
That was smack.
That was
fun. And me, I'm still like a